Hey everyone, it's Brian. I am at the Sundance Film Festival, and I am up bright and early for the Oscar nominations. Let's do this.
For Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, Sterling K. Brown in American Fiction.
Oh, here we go.
Robert De Niro in Killers of the Flower Moon. Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer.
Okay. Who's missing from Poor Things?
Ryan Gosling in Barbie.
And Mark Ruffalo. Yeah.
And Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things.
No Willem Dafoe.
Next,
no Dominic Sessa.
The nominees for achievement in costume design. Barbie. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Nice.
Napoleon.
Oscar-nominated Napoleon.
And Poor Things.
Nice.
The nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling are Golda.
Oh no, Golda.
Maestro.
Yep.
Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Things.
Very good.
And Society of the Snow.
Such a good movie, Society of the Snow. I just saw it.
Now,
fantastic.
This year's nominees for Best Live Action Short Film. The After.
Okay.
Invincible. Night of Fortune.
I can't say I've seen it.
Red, White, and Blue. And The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
I've heard of that one. I need to watch it. On Netflix.
For Best Animated Short Film, the nominees are Letter to a Pig, 95 Senses,
Are we going to get a My Year with Dick?
Our Uniform, Pashidam,
Okay.
and War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko.
Okay.
And now we have the first of the two award categories honoring writers.
Okay.
First, for adapted screenplay, the nominees are American Fiction.
I think that movie's going to do well. Sterling K. Brown got in.
Barbie.
Okay, yep.
Written by Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach. Oppenheimer. Written for the screen by Christopher Nolan.
So know All of Us Strangers.
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Screenplay by Tony McNamara. And The Zone of Interest.
Ooh, there we go. What a great category.
And for original screenplay, the nominees are
Come on, give us a surprise.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay, yep.
Screenplay.
Probably going to be the
Justine
front runner.
Triet and Artur Arari. The Holdovers.
Yep. Okay, Past
Written
Lives.
by David Hemmingson.
Please get original screenplay.
Maestro.
Maestro.
Written by Bradley Cooper and Josh Singer.
Past Lives, Past Lives.
May December.
Oh!
Screenplay by Sammy Birch.
Okay.
Story by Sammy Birch and Alex Mechanic.
Past Lives.
And Past Lives. Written by Celine
I was getting
Song.
nervous there. I was like, oh, gee, is that not going to show up? Okay. Past
Last,
Lives.
before our
Oscar
break,
nominee.
the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role. Emily Blunt. in
Yay, her
Oppenheimer.
first nomination.
Danielle Brooks. in
I
The
knew she was getting in. So many people doubted that. Come on.
America Ferrera in Barbie.
Jodie Foster, Nyad, and Davine Joy Randolph.
And Davine Joy Randolph. in
America
The
Ferrera
Holdovers.
did it, man. That's really cool. I like that. That's great.
Congratulations to the nominees, and there are more to come.
Stick with us. We will be right back with more nominations.
Oh, come on. They can't just do the whole thing. Give me a break.
The nominees for achievement in music, original song. The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot.
God. Diane Warren again. I'm just kidding.
I'm Just Ken from Barbie. It Never Went Away from American
cool.
Symphony.
Just watched that movie recently. Fantastic.
Wajaji, A Song for My People
Okay.
from Killers of the Flower Moon.
Very nice.
And What Was I Made For from Barbie.
I think Barbie's gonna win that one. One of the two.
Next up, the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Score. American Fiction.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Oh my God. John Williams,
Killers
man.
of the Flower Moon. Oppenheimer. And Poor Things.
Poor Things. Yes.
And now,
think
the
Oppenheimer's
nominees
winning
for
that.
Best Documentary Feature Film. Bobby Wine, The People's President.
Okay.
The Eternal Memory. Four Daughters. To Kill a Tiger.
Okay.
And 20 Days in Mariupol.
So these are all movies I need to see in the next few weeks.
Next, for Best Documentary Short Film, the nominees are The ABCs of Book Banning, The Barber of Little Rock, Island in Between, The Last Repair Shop, and Nai Nai and Waipo.
Okay.
For Best International Feature Film, the nominees are Io Capitano, Italy.
Okay.
Perfect Days,
Ooh, it's so
Japan.
good. Saw that recently. It's wonderful.
Society of the Snow,
Fantastic.
Spain.
I loved it. So good.
The Teacher's
I need to
Lounge,
see that one.
Germany.
I hate to tell you right.
And The Zone of Interest,
I wonder
United
what's
Kingdom.
gonna win. Zone of
And for
interest.
Best Animated Feature Film, here are the nominees. The Boy and the Heron,
Yep.
Elemental,
Okay.
Nimona,
Mona. Check that out.
Robot Dreams,
Oh, I watched that. That was cute.
and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yay! So good.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design. Barbie,
Yep.
Killers of the Flower Moon,
Mm-hmm.
Napoleon,
Napoleon gets 2 nominations. Oh boy.
Oppenheimer,
Poor Thing.
and Poor Things.
All right.
Next up, for Achievement in Film Editing, the nominees are
Why is there an ad?
Anatomy of the Fall,
Really?
The Holdovers,
Ooh, Anatomy got
Killers
into
of the
editing.
Flower
Awesome.
Moon, Oppenheimer,
Oppenheimer and Poor Thing.
and Poor Things.
I'm getting a lot of the same films here. Kind of as
And
predicted.
for Achievement in Sound, here are the nominees. The Creator,
Ooh, okay.
Maestro,
Yep, that makes sense.
Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1,
Part 1. It's not Part 1 anymore.
Oppenheimer, and The Zone of Interest.
Yes. Oh, the sound work in Zone of Interest is incredible.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Visual Effects. The Creator,
Well done.
Godzilla -1,
Yes. It's
Guardians
awesome.
of the Galaxy Volume 3,
Yeah. Look at that. All 3 of those
Mission
films got it.
Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1,
Okay.
and Napoleon.
Oh my God, I got 3.
For Achievement in Cinematography, the nominees are El Conde,
Oh, okay. That's on Netflix. I have to watch it.
Killers of the Flower Moon,
Yep.
Maestro,
Maestro. Well,
Oppenheimer,
I guess that makes sense. And Poor Thing.
and
Yep.
Poor Things.
I mean, Oppenheimer's winning.
For
The other four
performance
just happy
by
to be
an
like,
actor in a leading role. Bradley Cooper in Maestro.
yep.
Coleman Domingo.
Yay, he made it. He made it. That's awesome.
Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers.
So no DiCaprio.
Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer. And Jeffrey Wright
Yep.
in American Fiction.
Kind of the predicted 5. Great list.
For performance by an actress in a leading
Okay,
role.
here we go, guys.
Annette Bening in Naiad.
She did it. Okay. Nomination
Lily
number 5.
Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon. Sandra Julia
Okay.
in Anatomy
At least
of
she
a
got
Fall.
in. Like we needed her to get into this
Carrie
category. For sure.
Mulligan in Maestro.
And Emma Stone.
And Emma Stone
Oh, Margot
in
Robbie
Perfect.
missed. Holy shit. Oh, she's got to be devastated.
For
Oh
achievement
man,
in directing,
that's crazy.
The nominees are
No Greta Lee. I'll be okay.
Justine Trier, Anatomy of a Fall.
Yes.
Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Justine made
Christopher
it.
Nolan, Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things.
Yeah. And Glazer.
And Jonathan
Yep.
Glazer, The Zone of Interest.
2 international picks. They got in. Ah,
And now
No
for
Gerwig.
our final category.
no
I can't
Celine.
wait. Let's read them together. The nominees for Best Motion Picture of the Year are
American Fiction. Ben LeClaire, Nikos Paramigos, Cora Jefferson, and Jermaine Johnson, producers.
Anatomy of a Fall, Marie-Ange Luciani, and
That is
David
kind of crazy.
Thioune.
They nominated America Ferrera, but not Margot Robbie.
Barbie.
That's kind of crazy.
David Heyman, Margot Robbie, Tom Ackerley,
Well,
and
at
Robbie
least she
Brenner,
gets that
producers.
nomination as a producer. At least she got nominated, so that's
The
cool.
Holdovers, Mark Johnson, producer.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Give me
Dan
past
Friedkin,
lives.
Bradley
Please give me
Thomas,
past lives.
Martin Scorsese, and Daniel Lupi, producers.
Maestro, Bradley Cooper, Steven Spielberg, Fred Berner,
Is it going to be the
Amy
10
Durning,
PGA? It looks
and
like
Christy
it. Yeah.
McCosco,
Maestro
Krieger,
seemed to be the one that could
producers.
maybe miss, but it didn't.
Oppenheimer, Emma Thomas, Charles Roven, and Christopher Nolan, producers.
So did Color Purple just get
Past
the one
Lives,
nomination for Daniel
David
Yay!
Christine Vachon,
Past
and
Lives,
Pamela
Best
Crawford,
Picture
producers.
nominee. All right, that's awesome.
Poor Things, Ed Guiney,
Nice.
Andrew Lowe, Yorgos Lanthimos, and Emma Stone,
And the Zone of
producers.
Interest.
And The Zone of Interest. James
Yep.
Wilson, producer.
Very cool. That's a great lineup. Really, really great films. All right, so sorry everyone. No Greta Lee freak out. If they were going to read her name, like if I'd heard her name, you would have seen me jumping all around this room, I promise. And I mean, for days, I'm like, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I think Past Lives gets into original screenplay and picture, and that's probably it. And yeah, that's what happened. I mean, I'm happy it got in. I would have been really sad if it had somehow missed like both of those categories and it was just like nothing. I would have been like, what? So I'm happy about that. But yeah, just as soon as I saw Annette Bening, I went, oh, that like Greta Lee's not in. Like Greta Lee needed to take like a Margot Robbie slot or a Carey Mulligan slot. And when I saw Bening, I was like, oh man. So I mean, Bening made it. Like I thought her getting in at SAG, it showed that she had there was a lot of passion for her performance in the industry. And I mean, Naiad, a lot of people really loved Naiad in those two performances by Bening and Foster. And I felt pretty good, like if Foster gets in, that Bening would make it too. And that's what happened. And so yeah, Annette Bening on her 5th nomination there. I mean, I have to be completely honest right here in the moment. I don't know why. I have kind of a feeling of disappointment, and it's not just the Greta Lee thing. I kind of wanted some more surprises, like in those top categories. I didn't see a whole lot. Like Maestro ended up doing very well, which surprised me a little bit. But like in the acting categories, I mean, America Ferrera, I would say, was like the biggest surprise there. But if you go back and watch my early Oscar predictions video for supporting actress that I made in October, I predicted America Ferrera. That felt like it could get in a category that definitely had some wild cards. So I would say America Ferrera was like the biggest surprise of the four acting categories. And I mean, when it came to Poor Things and supporting actor, I don't know. I felt like Willem Dafoe had a pretty good chance because he'd been nominated a bunch of times before and they love him and he's in a very strong movie. So I thought that they could both get in, Dafoe and Ruffalo. But yeah, they went with Sterling K. Brown. American Fiction did very well. Like, got a lot of nominations. Such a wonderful movie. So that's really cool. Nothing for All of Us Strangers. Man, I mean, I bet Andrew Haigh got close to adapted screenplay. Like, he was probably sixth place. And when they announced that Barbie was going adapted, I was like, God, there's just no room in adapted for Andrew Haigh to get in. It's such a beautiful movie. That would have been really cool, like to have seen a lone nomination and adapted screenplay for All of Us Strangers. So that was a bummer. And yeah, I kind of going through the categories. It was a lot of, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. And then when you would get something out of left field, it would be Best Original Score, John Williams. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And I was like, I don't know. Just there wasn't like a huge thrill. There wasn't something that just pleased me beyond end. Something that just came out of left field. I had no expectations for. But I mean, in terms of the quality of the films we got in 2023, I think that is represented in these Oscars. So my initial disappointment that for the most part these nominations were expected, that's going to wear off very shortly, and it's going to be really fun to dig into these categories between now and early March. I'm going to make a bunch of prediction videos. I'm not going to make like a prediction video for like every category or anything, but last year I think I only made two. I just made like a below the lines category prediction video and then above the line. Like I'm gonna do more this time. I'm gonna probably do like two acting categories at a time, the two screenplay categories. I'll probably break up the below the line predictions into two videos. So I'll probably do anywhere from like 6 to 8 videos in the coming weeks, just predicting what I think will get in. I'll probably wait to predict the acting categories after SAG. Like I'll wait for SAG to happen, and then I'll do like those final few categories. But yeah, I mean this is a really exciting year for the Oscars for film. So many wonderful movies. Most of the films I loved got in. I don't know, like when it came to Saltburn, which is, as many of you know, one of my favorite films of the year, I was like, can it get something? Can it get cinematography or supporting actress for Rosamund Pike or something? And it got nothing. Looks like it got nothing. So, but I mean, I get it. Like when I made my review of that movie way back in September, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be an awards play or movie. And obviously the Academy just turned against it. They were like, nope, we're going to go with some other choices here. And I understand that, and that's okay. But yeah, my favorite film of 2023, Past Lives, I would have loved a Greta Lee nomination. That would have been wonderful. I knew it was a long shot. I mean, I wasn't even sure if she was in 6th place. It might have been more like 7th. Like, I was just like, we're going to need something big to happen here. And again, Annette Bening, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, so either Carey Mulligan or Margot Robbie is missing once they announced Annette Bening. And I mean, when they had one slot left, I was like, oh, it's Robbie or Stone. It has to be Stone, right? So when they said Emma Stone, that made sense. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see, like, will we get some surprises at BAFTA and SAG and then at the Oscars in terms of wins? I always find an award season to be kind of dull when the same people just keep winning at every ceremony. You go into Oscars night and you know exactly who's going to win. You know exactly what the winners will be in like the top 8 categories. I never like that. I'm hoping we get some surprises along the way. So I'm going to end this here. I will have a follow-up analysis video in the days to come. I'm wrapping up my trip here at Sundance. I'll be home soon, and I'll start probably as early as next week. I'll start in with like maybe my first prediction video. I'll be predicting BAFTA pretty soon. So lots of fun things happening. We have some wonderful shows coming up here, ceremonies, amazing performances, amazing films that are going to continue to be lauded and awarded in the weeks to come. And it all ends at the Oscars on Sunday, March 10th. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time at the Awards Contender.